I'll hear more about Leiria, which is a city in Portugal. We will be hearing from Vitor Ferreira, who is the General Director of Startup Leiria. Leiria is fifth in Portugal. They are currently third in EdTech and Social and Leisure in Portugal, and also fourth in Hardware and IoT and Software Data nationally. Hello, Vitor. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello,
Good morning.
good morning, everyone, and good evening to our friends in Asia. So it's a pleasure to be here. So we are a smaller uh, ecosystem compared to what we've been hearing in this morning, evening for everyone, but we are growing a lot. So I'll do my presentation from the broader picture in Portugal, and then I'll go towards our region and speak a little bit about our ecosystem in Leiria. So we are one of the fastest growing ecosystems in Portugal. And the main thing is, I think one of the things that actually distinguishes ourselves from our competitors or other players in the field is that we strongly believe that we are generating value and happiness. My title is actually head of happiness in our ecosystem, which I think it's really important to transmit what we are trying to do. Uh, um, why Portugal? So probably most people don't know, but we are kind of a startup nation ourselves. We have 2% of our national GDP is linked with the startup ecosystem, and we have seven unicorns in Portugal that raised 1.2 billion of funding in 2022. So Portugal is also the seventh safest country in the world. It has a lot of sun. I think most people know that. And what I think is important, we are very good in English proficiency, and we were the second highest growing country in the Eurozone in 2023, which is important in a time where most economies are in a recession. But we have a lot of programs for startups in Portugal. We have Startup Visa, which is a program that will give you a visa to create your own company in Portugal. And you will have access to different ecosystems to create your own project. So about Leiria. Leiria has been growing. I'm promoting here also Global Startup Ecosystem Index from 2023. We are actually the fifth largest ecosystem in Portugal now, which is rather important since Lisbon has around 1.5, 1.7 million people, Porto almost 1 million. And Leiria is a small city in the middle of the country with only 150,000 people. We are a very, we call ourselves like a full stack region because this is one of the regions where you can find every industry in Portugal, from the primary sector to tourism to IT to manufacturing. And of course, it's possible to create anything from ideas to mass produce it in this region, which we think it's really interesting. Also, Leiria is the city with the second highest quality of life in Portugal, which it's something we like to emphasize when coming here. Of course, it's the only way to explain where Leiria is this one. We are 20 kilometers away, 20 minutes away from Nazaré, which has the largest waves in the world, where you can see here Sebastian Studner riding a 40-meter wave in 2018. So we also like to ride these waves of innovation with the help of our local partner university, which is the Polytechnical University of Leiria, which is a small medium university in Portugal with around 17 students with top research, mostly in IT, product development, and health tech. About Startup Leiria ourselves. So we have 150 companies now, but we have supported more than 600 startups since we were created 20 years ago. Our companies raised around 55 million euros in the past 2 years, which you think is important. Of course, we've seen a decrease in 2023 compared to the previous years, and they created more than 1,100 jobs. We curate around 4,000 square meters, and which something I think it's important. 30% of our startups are from international founders from all over the world, but I would say that the majority come from Brazil, Ukraine, Russia, United States. We have a lot of projects coming from the United States that see Leiria and Portugal as an entrance, a path to explore the European market. And of course, we curate a lot of national projects. We are a digital innovation hub for cybersecurity. We have a test bed, which is a European funded program where startups can create their own prototypes and are subsidized by the program to create the prototypes. And of course, we are a thriving ecosystem with a lot of events each year, around 40. Well, we have some stars like Sound Particles that do the software for Hollywood movies that most of you have seen or bought, which have like this amazing artificial intelligence boxing bag that is exploding all around the world. And we are a non-profit association. We don't take equity and we don't have subsidies from the government, which I think it's really interesting in terms of our revenue model. And we have a lot of perks as most other ecosystems have. Well, to keep it really short in my 6 minutes, this is a really fast presentation of our ecosystem. Feel free to contact me in this email and know a little bit more about Portugal and Leiria. So thank you.
Thank you, Vitor. Thank you for introducing or showing us more about Leiria. I think it's amazing what you've been able to do. As you said, you're a smaller ecosystem, but you've supported so many companies, and we really see really great potential in the ecosystem, and we're looking forward to seeing the growth in the coming years.